What is up, guys? Faces Gamer here, and welcome back to another BO4 video. Last time we talked about the Rampart, aka the Scar, and this time we're going to be talking about the ICR-7. Like the Rampart, it's a returning weapon from BO3. BO3, it was good. BO4, the ICR was so good that in the beginning, people were complaining about how good it was in the beginning when the game first came out. Even in the beta, people were complaining about how good the ICR was. That ICR should good, ICR should good, and these are nerfs and these are nerfs. So Treyarch listened, and like during the first update of BO4 back in season 1, I believe, I think it was in season 1, they nerfed the ICR. The ICR got a nerf, and then recently in season 3, where we're in right now, Operation Grand Heist, the ICR got a slight buff to its accuracy. Got a slight buff to its accuracy. If I'm not lying, I will have to go check, and I will probably give you guys like a little on-screen little text thing about like the right information. But let's talk about the ICR. The ICR, like I said in BO3, like it was in BO3, it's equally good. Now the attachments for the ICR in BO3 and BO4 are different. Like BO3, you could slap on an ELO sight, you could slap on an ELO sight, put on a suppressor, grip, and F&J. You could take people down, because the suppressor in BO3 did reduce the damage, but with F&J on, the damage cancellation would dip. The damage cancellation would kind of get negated in a way. Also, you could also put on a high caliber to further negate the damage. If you had on suppressor, if you had on F&J suppressor grip and a sight, but BO4 it's different. BO4 most guns can put on suppressor. Like the Vapor can put on a suppressor, the KN can put on a suppressor, the MX9 can put on a suppressor. The ICR, however, unlike its counterpart in BO3, you can't slap a suppressor on it, which is weird, because the ICR in BO4 with the suppressor on it, that sounds like a recipe for a really good time. But alright, what else can I say about the ICR? Oh right, the ICR is an early weapon. You get it with it. I believe you get it when you hit like the level 20s online. So if you hit level like the early 20s, I think you'll get the ICR. I don't remember, because I don't remember. I have to go check online. So I will be sure to give you guys good information on that one. What else can I say about the ICR? Oh well, the ICR really works well with a multitude of attachments. Like when we get to the attachment portion of the video, I will go more in depth about it. But let's just say that there's a certain amount of attachments that really work for the ICR. So if I haven't convinced you enough as to why the ICR is good, bear with me, we'll get there. Now speaking of attachments, we're at the part of the video where it's time to talk about them. So let's hop in right away to these attachments. So offline I run red dot sight, grip 1 and 2, and F&J. Grip 1 and 2 works really well. Also run acoustic sensor, tactical mask, skulker, and dead silence. Now the only things that are going to change are one of the attachments and one of the perks. Online, I forgot I ran quick draw, because why not? And I also run engineer, and I switched to acoustic sensor for stim shot, because I found that acoustic sensor with the ICR, although it works, I found that stim shot on the ICR works a lot better, because with the ICR I want to get in more game. I want to get in more fights, and it works. But don't get me wrong, you don't have to use stim shot acoustic sensor. You can also use acoustic sensor if you want. You can stick a stim shot, or heck, you can use like the cosmic device that lets you get score streaks faster. You can also use equipment charge to help you get your R2 equipment back. You can use whatever. But personally, stem shot and acoustic sensor are probably the only two. Well, maybe acoustic sensor. Acoustic sensor is a must, but stem shot's like if I'm in a pinch kind of deal. So yeah. Now that we've talked about multi-attachments, like every other gun that I'm going to be talking about, and the 2-3 guns I've talked about before, the attachments that I recommend are, you don't have to do them, you don't have to run them, these are recommended. You can try whatever attachments work for you. Just want to get that clear. Make sure I clear up any misconceptions that, oh, you should just use this one. You don't have to use the attachments that I use. They work best for me. They might not work for you. So, real quick, let's get into why I like the ICR. I've said this so many times in the beginning. BO3, it was a beast. BO4, it was so much of a beast, it got nerfed during the first week. It got nerfed during season 1 at the beginning. When it launched, it got like right as it launched, it got nerfed. Like, it got nerfed a couple updates later, which was weird because people was just complaining the ICR is too good, the ICR is too good. And before I got BO4, I was like, is that good? Okay. So to get ready for BO4, I trained on BO3 with the ICR to kind of like get myself ready. But I see that I see that training on BO3 with the ICR was actually pretty good. Now, although the ICR is a lot heavier, it sounds a lot heavier than it does in BO3. But like you can hear right here. Now, if I were to have like a comparison between ICR from BO3 and BO4, you would see that the ICR in BO3 sounds a lot. It sounds a lot less threatening than the one in BO3. The BO3 ICR sounds a lot less threatening, excuse me, than the ICR in BO4. BO4, as you can hear right here, it sounds a lot tougher, like the ICR grew a pair in between BO3 and BO4, so to speak. But I guess that's about it. I guess that's all I could think to say. If you run the ICR and you have any kind of like class setups for me to use, like attachment setups for me to use it, whether you're a person that runs grip and thermosight, or grip, thermosight, SNJ, or you don't use it thermosight, or you can set it off. I mean, I don't run the sight most of the time, but for those sweats, I run red dot.
Never a doubt. Good job.
Okay, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry if I rambled your head off, but I really couldn't find too much to say about that ICR, because I mean it's a good gun overall, and I really couldn't find anything really much to say about it. But hey, hope you found this video useful though, and see you later. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.